Roger Federer is more than just a tennis player, he is a global icon. For over 2 decades he dominated the sport. He graced the world's most prestigious courts. His style was elegant and brutally effective. One-handed backhand, a thing of beauty. Forehand, powerful and versatile. Serve, masterclass in placement and disguise. The way he moved, a fluid dance on the baseline. He made a brutal sport look like art, a ballet with a racket. This grace and grit earned him unparalleled adoration. His career stats are staggering. World number 1 for a record 310 weeks. Winner of 20 Grand Slam singles titles. Wimbledon, hallowed grass. Melbourne, hard courts. New York, hard courts. Roland Garros, challenging clay. He played in the golden age of men's tennis. Those rivalries elevated him, showing resilience and sportsmanship. Net worth is a simple concept, yet it represents a complex financial picture. It is the total value of what a person owns. Cash, investments, real estate, other assets, minus all of their debts. For an athlete, this includes prize money, endorsements, appearance fees, equity in businesses. Reaching a net worth of $1 billion is an extraordinary milestone. It places an individual in an elite club, a stratosphere of wealth that very few people on the planet will ever reach. It signifies not just high earnings, but astute financial management and successful investment over a long period. For an athlete, crossing the billion-dollar threshold is particularly noteworthy. It has only been achieved by a handful of sports figures, including Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, LeBron James. It signals a transition from being a highly paid performer to a powerful business entity. Roger Federer's portfolio of endorsements reads like a who's who of global luxury and blue-chip corporations. This was by design. From the very beginning, his team pursued partnerships with brands that aligned with his personal image of precision performance, timeless class. One of his longest and most iconic partnerships was with Nike. For 2 decades, the swoosh was synonymous with Federer. Nike created his signature RF logo, a mark of style that became a brand in its own right. The collaboration produced clothing, footwear that were perennial bestsellers. Beyond apparel, his associations were carefully curated to reflect a life of sophistication and achievement. He became a brand ambassador for Rolex, the Swiss watchmaker whose name is a byword for luxury and precision. He also forged a lasting relationship with Mercedes-Benz. These were not just deals, they were symbiotic relationships. Federer lent them his image of class, and they reinforced his status as a global icon of the highest caliber. He had a long-standing deal with Credit Suisse. He partnered with Moet and Chandon, and for his trips around the globe, he was backed by NetJets. Each partnership was chosen with care, ensuring harmony between brand message and Federer's personal brand. The deal that ultimately propelled Roger Federer's net worth past the billion-dollar milestone was his groundbreaking move to Uniqlo in 2018. After a 20-year relationship with Nike, Federer stunned the tennis world walking onto center court in Uniqlo. The terms were unprecedented, reportedly worth up to $300 million over 10 years. A unique clause: Federer would be paid the full amount whether he played or not. A deal for Roger Federer, the icon, not just the athlete. A masterclass in strategy from Federer and agent Tony Godsick. It recognized his value beyond the court. Uniqlo wasn't buying match visibility, they were investing in a global ambassador for the next decade. The deal secured his financial future past retirement. It shifted endorsements toward long-term legacy. Crucially, another component changed everything. Unlike his Nike arrangement, Federer retained ownership of the RF logo. Nike originally held the trademark, but Federer's team negotiated its return in 2020. A monumental victory. The logo was a core piece of his brand, loved by millions. Owning it let him commercialize it, open new revenue streams, and control his brand identity. The story of the RF logo is a perfect case study in how an athlete can transform their personal image into a tangible, valuable asset. Initially created by Nike in 2003, the elegant monogram combining his initials quickly became more than just a marketing tool. It became a symbol of the Federer brand. Class, elegance, sporting excellence. Fans wore the RF cap as a badge of honor. It was visible on his apparel during his most historic victories. The logo itself began to carry the weight of his legacy. When Federer left Nike for Uniqlo in 2018, the fate of the RF logo was uncertain. Nike retained the trademark. Its eventual return to him in 2020 was celebrated by fans as a major victory. Regaining ownership of the RF logo was a pivotal moment in Federer's business career. Roger Federer's success in the boardroom is a mirror image of his dominance on the tennis court. Strategy, patience, precision, and unwavering commitment to excellence. He was a tactician, They carefully selected partners whose brand ethos aligned perfectly with his own. Consider his investment in the Swiss athletic apparel company, On. In 2019, Federer became an ambassador, investor, product development partner. This was a move beyond a simple endorsement. When On went public in 2021, its valuation soared. Federer's stake reportedly grew to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Just as he displayed remarkable longevity in tennis, playing at an elite level into his late 30s, his business strategy was focused on the long term. The 10-year Uniqlo deal, which extends far beyond his retirement, is the ultimate example of this foresight. He was not thinking about the next season, he was planning for the next decade. In business, this meant turning down quick, easy money, building deeper, more meaningful partnerships that would pay greater dividends over time. His journey to a billion-dollar net worth is not a separate story from his tennis career. It is an integral part of it. Roger Federer's financial success has fundamentally reshaped his legacy. He will forever be remembered as one of the greatest tennis players of all time, a maestro, whose artistry 20 Grand Slam titles captivated the world. But his achievement of a billion-dollar net worth adds another equally impressive dimension to his story. It solidifies his status as a visionary businessman, a pioneer who demonstrated how athletic greatness can be leveraged into a global business empire. This dual legacy provides a powerful new blueprint for the modern athlete. Federer has shown it's possible to achieve monumental success without compromising values or public image. He built his fortune not through controversy or fleeting trends, long-term vision, strategic partnerships, an authentic brand rooted in class and reliability. He taught a generation of athletes that their name and reputation are their most valuable assets, and that these assets must be cultivated and protected with the same dedication as physical training. The lesson is clear: build a brand, not just a career. The impact of the Federer blueprint is already visible. More athletes are taking control of their careers beyond the field of play. Federer has set a new standard for success, showing champions can win in business as decisively as on the court, creating a legacy that is both inspiring and enduring.